Aegis Intelligence LLC. Pitch proposal, 5-minute seed round presentation. The Vault, Court Admissible AI Isolation Infrastructure. Seed round, 28M target, 100M to 150M pre-money.
The problem, the 2 trillion AI blind spot. Microsoft and Nvidia will sell you the engine. Nobody will sell you the vault. The AI revolution has a fatal flaw. 40% of the world's data legally cannot touch cloud AI. Healthcare, HIPAA violations carry 1.5 M+ per breach, and criminal liability. Legal, attorney-client privilege destroyed equals malpractice, disbarment. Government, classified data in cloud AI equals federal prosecution. Financial, GLBA violations equals 100K per day fines. Current solutions are legally worthless. Air-gapped equals unplug a cable. No proof. No tamper evidence. No court standing. Local LLMs equals runs on your laptop. Still no cryptographic proof of isolation. The result, the most regulated, highest value industries are locked out of AI or operating in legal gray zones that will collapse under incoming mandates.
The solution, cryptographic isolation with legal teeth. We don't just isolate AI. We prove isolation with court-admissible evidence. Our technology stack, hardware-software binding, tamper-evident cryptographic attestation, external witness, third-party verification of isolation events, not self-asserted claims. Evidence log, immutable, auditable chain of custody for every isolation session. 10+ filed patents and provisional prior art protection, defensive moat. The difference, their air gap. Trust us, we unplugged it. Our air gap, cryptography proves nobody touched it. Here's the evidence log. This isn't better security. This is the only security that keeps you out of prison, sanctions, and malpractice suits.
The market, regulatory mandate, not preference. The shift is already happening. AI compliance mandates are moving from should protect to must prove isolation. Target verticals and urgency. Healthcare HIPAA, state privacy, 1.5 M+ per breach, criminal. High compliance driven. Legal attorney-client, state bar, malpractice, disbarment. Very high billable hours. Government classified, FOIA, federal prosecution. Massive federal budgets. Financial GLBA, banking laws, 100K per day fines. High. Critical infrastructure DHS directives, national security risk. Very high. Market math, minimum unit. 3 licenses times 10K equals 30K per installation. Target, 5,500 global installations equals 165 M revenue. At 20 times AI infrastructure multiple. 3.3B enterprise value. Our conservative target. 2B valuation. 0.17% market penetration. That's not optimism. That's regulatory necessity meeting a captive market.
The business model, license to land, services to scale. Revenue engine, year 1, 85% license, 15% services, 10M total. Year 3, 50% license, 50% services, 75M total. Year 5, 30% license, 70% services, 200M plus total. Year 7 plus, 20% license, 80% services, 500M plus total. Core license, isolation plus evidence log, 1-time or 5-year amortized. Data feed services, case law, medical journals, threat intel, monthly recurring. Secure pipeline, internode data exchange, usage-based recurring. Compliance audit, government auditable logs, mandatory, sticky recurring. The critical insight, an isolated AI without current data is useless. A compliance log that can't be audited is a liability. These aren't optional add-ons, they're operational necessities. This is the ServiceNow Palantir model, land with license. Expand with services. Retain with regulatory requirement. At 70 to 80% services mix, we approach SaaS gross margins of 75 to 85% on what appears to be a hardware-software hybrid.
The Ask 28M seed, structured for conviction, capital deployment, patent defense reserve 15M, litigation war chest, continuation filings, IP fortress, patent acquisition 11M, transfer IP from private holder to company balance sheet, go-to-market 2M, medical legal vertical pilots, lighthouse deployments, IP owner loanback 3M, skinning game alignment mechanism, total capital in, 28M. Net company cash, 25M. The 3M loanback, the founder isn't cashing out. They're reinvesting at risk alongside you. That's conviction you can't fake. Valuation, 100M to 150M pre-money, 128M to 178M post. Why this valuation is conservative. 2B path requires only 5,500 units, 0.17% market penetration. Regulatory mandates are compounding, not hypothetical. Patent fortress with 15M defense fund prevents fast follower erosion. Comparable compliance infrastructure trades at 25 to 40 times revenue, we're modeling 20 times. Future rounds, engineered scarcity, Series C/D, 90M allotments at 2B valuation. Only 2 of 4 rounds available to external investors. Institutional minimums only, no tourist capital. Comparable exits, Palantir IPO, 37 times revenue, government compliance. CrowdStrike IPO, 44 times revenue, security mandate. Zscaler IPO, 47 times revenue, cloud compliance. At 30 times revenue, our 2B requires only 67M revenue, 2,233 units. We're modeling conservatively.
The unfair advantage. Microsoft and Nvidia can't build this without admitting their current air-gapped marketing is legally indefensible. Why incumbents won't catch us. Cloud providers' business model depends on data flowing to their infrastructure. Microsoft and Nvidia optimize for scale and developer adoption, not legal admissibility. Patent blocking plus 2 to 3 year head start plus vertical depth equals insurmountable moat. The seed round funds the transition from "it works" to 500 units installed with recurring services activated. Working POC to 100M revenue run rate within 4 to 5 years. We're not selling AI. We're selling the right to use AI for the 40% of data that legally cannot touch the cloud. The market is thirsty. The regulators are writing the rules. The patents are filed. The POC works. The question isn't whether this market exists. The question is whether you get in at seed or pay 15 to 20 times at Series C for the privilege of certainty. Thank you.